Welcome to Football Today TV. These is your home for updated football news. So feel free to share your opinions and remember to subscribe as we continue to grow our family. Jean-Philippe Mateta's future at Crystal Palace is suddenly one of the most talked about stories in the transfer market. The French striker, who has become one of the English Premier League's most reliable goal scorers, is now openly telling his club he wants to leave, and several big teams are showing serious interest. This is a situation that could have huge implications not just for Mateta, but for Palace, Manchester United, Juventus, and even Aston Villa. Mateta has been a standout performer for Crystal Palace since joining them in 2021. He joined from Mainz initially on loan, and over the past 5 seasons he's become a core figure in the Eagles' attack, scoring 56 goals in 185 appearances across all competitions. He played a significant part in Palace's most successful campaign in years, including helping them win the FA Cup, which also saw them qualify for European competition for the first time. But right now, Mateta's future at Selhurst Park is uncertain. Sky Sports News have reported that Mateta has informed Palace that he wants to leave the club this January, as he pursues new challenges and hopes to play for a side in the Champions League or another top European competition next season. That is a major development because until now, Palace had been trying to hold on to their star striker and even attempted to get him to sign a new contract. He is under contract until summer 2027, and Palace were hoping they could keep him beyond that date by rewarding him with a fresh deal. But talks stalled, and Mateta's desire for a new chapter seems now very real. The striker's decision comes during a turbulent period for Crystal Palace on and off the pitch. The club recently sold captain Marc Guéhi to Manchester City, and manager Oliver Glasner has publicly criticized the club's leadership over the lack of transfer backing, saying he feels the owners have abandoned the squad by letting key players leave without reinforcements. Those problems make Palace vulnerable to losing more of their best talent, and Mateta's stance underscores that reality. The 28-year-old has said he wants a chance to play at the highest level, and that ambition is pushing him to explore offers from big clubs. It marks a rare moment, a striker at the peak of his powers actively pushing for an exit mid-season. So who might be interested in signing him? Right now, several clubs are linked with Mateta. Aston Villa are reportedly stepping up their pursuit of the striker, as manager Unai Emery looks to strengthen his attack in January. Villa have identified Mateta as a potential target while also working on moves for other forwards like Tammy Abraham. Then there's Juventus, who have made contact over a possible deal. Earlier in the window, Juventus submitted a proposal that would have brought Mateta to Serie A on loan with an option to buy in the summer. However, Crystal Palace rejected this offer, largely because they value Mateta at around £35 million and didn't want to risk losing him cheaply. Another potential suitor is Manchester United. Reports from several transfer insiders suggest United have long admired Mateta and are keeping tabs on his situation. Manchester United see him as a striker who could provide competition up front, especially considering they've struggled for consistent scoring from their forward line this season. There are even claims that United might make a move if Palace become willing to sell, particularly as Mateta enters the final years of his contract. Transfer specialists say United could be serious about bringing him in if the price is right and if it fits their tactical needs, especially if their current forwards don't find form. Mateta's own career trajectory makes him an intriguing target. He's not some young project. He's already a proven Premier League goalscorer who has scored 8 goals this season in 22 Premier League appearances, plus added goals and assists in cup competitions. That kind of experience would be valuable to any contender looking to improve their attacking options. However, there are also reasons Palace might not want to sell until the summer. Sky Sports News reports that Palace remain reluctant to let Mateta go cheaply and aren't actively trying to sell him right now despite his wish to leave. The club are still planning their season with European football in mind and want to finish as high as possible in the Premier League too. That means Palace could try to hold out for a higher fee or wait until the summer when they might get better offers. But with Mateta himself pushing for the move, that could create tension between player and club and force a decision sooner rather than later. Beyond the financial side, Mateta also has personal motivations. He's already represented France at international level, earning 3 caps and scoring 2 goals, and he wants to keep improving and earning more opportunities with the national team. Playing in the Champions League or at a club with European ambitions could enhance his chances of regular international selection too. One of the big talking points among fans and pundits right now is whether Palace are wise to risk losing Mateta mid-season, while also selling other key players like Guehi. Some observers think Palace might struggle without their star striker, while others argue that letting him go could free up funds to strengthen different parts of the squad. There's also the broader question of Palace's transfer strategy and leadership. With manager Oliver Glasner announcing he will leave at the end of the season amidst criticism of the club's handling of big decisions, including the sale of players like Guehi, there's a sense of uncertainty at Selhurst Park about the long-term direction of the club. Mateta's situation reminds many fans of how important stability and ambition are for success in football. A striker like him wants to be playing at the highest level, challenging for trophies in European football. If Palace can't consistently match those ambitions, it's understandable why Mateta would look elsewhere. His scoring record shows why he's so sought after. Since Oliver Glasner became manager in 2024, Mateta has scored consistently and even compared favorably with some of the league's biggest names, showing he has the talent to perform at a high level. Another big factor in this story is timing. Mateta's contract still has significant time left on it, but it doesn't stretch indefinitely. With less than 2 years to go, Palace risk losing him for a lower fee if they wait too long. That could push them to consider offers this winter rather than holding out for the summer window. There's also debate about his injury record this season and recent form. While he's scored important goals, including one against Manchester United in a Premier League match, he hasn't been as prolific in the last couple of months, which could affect how clubs value him and what they might be willing to pay. For Mateta himself, this is likely the biggest decision of his career so far. Whether to stay at a club where he's a fan favorite and a central figure, or to push for a move where he can test himself further and potentially compete at a higher level. It's the kind of crossroads many top players face in their prime. How this transfer saga plays out will be fascinating to watch over the next few weeks. Will Crystal Palace hold firm and keep their star striker until the summer? Will Mateta get his move to a club with bigger ambitions, perhaps even Manchester United or Juventus? Or will Aston Villa swoop in with a concrete offer that Palace simply can't refuse? One thing is certain. Jean-Philippe Mateta's transfer story is one of the most intriguing in the Premier League right now, and it has plenty of twists ahead. Fans across England and Europe will be watching closely as Palace, Mateta, and interested clubs make their next moves.